thinking nothing.
Nothing.
Usual standard business practice here.
Yes.
It comes back positive for what they describe as trace amounts of marijuana, which is banned by the Michigan Commission, that league. You say, and you said it to our audience, you have never smoked marijuana before, ever.
No.
How does the test come back positive?
Well, after the fight, a lot of fans, well, one, the place reeked of marijuana. I have nothing against marijuana. You smoke marijuana, great for you. Cool. But the place reeked of marijuana. And then before I got to do the mouth swab, I was hugging and everybody was hugging and kissing me in Flint. Everybody felt like they're...
Clarissa recently faced another major scandal after allegedly ending her pregnancy without informing Papoose, a decision that insiders say pushed him to the edge. According to reports, Papoose is already planning to walk away, and many believe this may finally bring Remy Ma's long-standing suspicions to life. Sources claim Clarissa became pregnant not long ago but secretly went to a medical facility and terminated the pregnancy without ever telling Papoose. This isn't the first time she's been accused of doing something similar. Rumors have long circulated about Clarissa's troubled history with past pregnancies, including one involving her former trainer, Tony Harrison. According to her ex-best friend Jada Davis, Clarissa was pregnant by Papoose recently, but just like before, she allegedly sent the child straight to heaven and hid everything from him until it was over. Now, Papoose is reportedly preparing to expose her and cut ties completely, saying he's reached his breaking point. All of this drama resurfaced after Clarissa's heated confrontation with Danielle days ago, when she allegedly tested positive for marijuana, something strictly prohibited. After a saliva test following their fight, Clarissa denied everything and attempted to clear her name during an appearance on the Tamron Hall show. She claimed she has never smoked marijuana and believes the positive result came from secondhand exposure after the altercation, insisting it must have entered her system through contact with people who had smoked. The situation continues to unravel, and the truth is becoming harder for Clarissa to escape as more voices come forward. While all this chaos unfolded publicly, Clarissa was also struggling to keep her career intact. That's when her former best friend, Jada Davis, stepped forward and began revealing explosive allegations about Clarissa's.
You keep getting pregnant back to back to back, having oppressions back to back to back. You fought pregnant a couple of times. I was like, what?
In the official suspension order,
It didn't, how our friendship didn't work out or how stuff happened, whatever. But to that person who's saying that I jumped them and attacked them and, even as far as them things like rape and molestation and all this stuff, this is a message from that same person.
Past. According to Jada, Clarissa has been involved in deeply troubling behavior for years, including multiple alleged pregnancies and secret abortions involving different men. Jada claims that during Clarissa's younger years she had an inappropriate and unprotected relationship with her former coach, Tony Harrison, which reportedly resulted in several pregnancies. She also alleges that Clarissa contracted multiple infections during that time, causing several of those pregnancies to end and leading to expensive medical treatments. According to Jada, every time Clarissa recovered, she would return to the same situation with her coach, no matter the consequences. Jada describes it as a damaging cycle that Clarissa kept falling back into, despite knowing the emotional and physical toll it was taking on her. According to Jada, the situation with Clarissa had been spiraling long before the public fight. She claimed Clarissa was not only struggling emotionally but was also starving herself for days during what she described as a secret pregnancy. Jada insists this occurred around the time Clarissa fought Hannah Gabriels. She alleges Clarissa attempted to hide her weight gain by barely eating and even stepped into the ring while pregnant more than once. "You fought pregnant a couple of times?" I was like, "What? Hold up. Step back." She fought pregnant. Jada went on to say that Clarissa was dropped during the Gabriels fight because she was pregnant and had not eaten for 3 days leading up to the weigh-in. Although Clarissa eventually won, Jada claims the knockdown had everything to do with her condition. Before Jada exposed these allegations, Clarissa had already hinted at tension with an unnamed former friend. She spoke during an interview about a woman who accused her of abandoning their friendship after rising to fame. Clarissa never mentioned a name, but fans later connect.
Now that you look back at it, do you think that she was kind of like, quote, you guys for her father?
Yeah, I mean, I can't look at it no other way. You got deceived by your coach. You knew it was some type of sickness with that. You think it's a joke. Fought pregnant a couple of times. The spiritual part of what I would see in that basement, I didn't understand what my gifts were at the time, and I was like having sex with him underage. You knew it was wrong. You knew it was some type of sickness with that. You think it's a joke. You know, you keep getting pregnant back to back to back, having to flash.
Did the dots and identified the friend as Jada, especially after Jada publicly released a video of Clarissa discussing the situation. One of my friends said she doesn't see me as her friend anymore because she hasn't heard from me since December. I've been training nonstop, promoting a movie, preparing for fights, doing everything. Last time we saw each other, we were great. Suddenly she's online talking crazy about me because she hasn't seen me? That's why she's running to social media. As the drama exploded, Clarissa felt pressured to respond. She addressed Jada's claims head-on, insisting the accusations were part of a deliberate attempt to ruin her reputation. According to Clarissa, Jada even went as far as accusing her of serious crimes. Clarissa claimed Jada suffers from mental health issues and tends to invent dramatic stories whenever a relationship falls apart. Clarissa pulled up old voice memos from Jada, explaining she never replied to them because she wanted distance. She accused me of everything, jumping her, assaulting her, even things as serious as rape and molestation. But here's a message she sent me last year. I never answered. I've been trying to keep her away from me. However, viewers felt Clarissa's response made everything worse. Instead of directly addressing the abortion allegations, they felt she focused too heavily on discrediting Jada. Comments flooded in. Soon after her live stream, Clarissa issued Jada a cease and desist order, but it only fueled Jada further. Instead of backing down, Jada returned to Instagram Live, angrier than ever. She claimed Clarissa was threatening her and insisted the cease and desist was just another tactic to silence her. Jada even went so far as to call Clarissa a devil, alleging that she attempted to manipulate Jada's own family members. Jada continued lashing out online, refusing to back down despite threats of legal action. She made it clear she wouldn't remove her videos or soften her claims. I don't care what you or your legal team try to do. I'm not taking anything down, and I'm not saying, allegedly. You're evil and you need help. You're a demon at this point. Every time someone speaks up, you try to shut them down. You silence people, you pressure platforms to remove podcasts. You're controlling. It gives Jezebel. It gives narcissist. That's exactly what you are. Rumors intensified when sources claimed Clarissa had also been pregnant by Papoose, a situation that reportedly fueled even more tension. According to insiders, she allegedly ended that pregnancy as well, just as she supposedly did years ago with her former trainer. Many were shocked, but some noted that Clarissa has openly expressed reluctance to become a mother due to the trauma she experienced growing up. She often said she wasn't interested in having children and wanted to focus entirely on her career. Complicating everything further is the fact that Papoose is still legally married to Remy Ma. He cannot marry Clarissa until Remy signs the divorce papers, and rumors suggest Remy has been intentionally stalling. Clarissa, however, denied everything. She insisted she was not pregnant, did not end any pregnancy, and that the narrative being pushed was false. She promised that if she ever was expecting, she would share it publicly just as she did when she and Papoose first revealed their relationship. I've never even gone viral for boxing, but now I'm viral for all this nonsense. Let me be clear, I am not pregnant. If I was, I would announce it to the world just like I did when me and Papoose made our relationship public. I'll keep you all updated on anything real. Meanwhile, the streets say Remy Ma was deeply affected by the rumors. Some claim she hoped they were true so she could justify stepping back into Papoose's life. As usual, opinions online were divided. One commenter said Jada only made herself look envious and bitter. That best friend thought she exposed Clarissa, but she really exposed herself as jealous. This is why grown people don't do friendships. Who needs enemies when you have friends like that? Get a restraining order. That woman is obsessed with you. Be careful. The more you succeed, the more unstable people come out of the shadows to drag you down. Tonight's story is one of the wildest scandals to ever hit celebrity and sports social media. A story that mixes boxing royalty, rap legends, private betrayals, leaked secrets, pregnancy conspiracies, and a confrontation nobody ever expected. What started as quiet whispers behind closed doors has exploded into a full-scale war between Claressa Shields, Remy Ma, Papoose, and an entire circle of friends who can't seem to stop spilling the tea. But the biggest explosion came when Claressa Shields allegedly confronted Remy Ma for leaking her secret pregnancy. A rumor that turned the internet upside down and sparked a whole investigation into who said what, who knew what, and who wanted this information out in the first place. This is the full timeline, the full story, the betrayals, the lies, the leaked messages, the accusations, and the moment Claressa Shields went directly at Remy Ma demanding answers. Before everything spiraled out of control, Claressa Shields had been enjoying the highest point of her career. She was everywhere. Interviews, endorsements, training camps, movie appearances, documentary promos. Her schedule was packed and she barely had time to sleep, let alone keep up with old friendships. To the outside world, life looked perfect. A champion in the ring, a rising star in entertainment, and a woman reportedly dating Papoose, one of hip-hop's most respected names. People watched them together and assumed everything was moving toward marriage and happily ever after. But behind the scenes, emotions, jealousy, and silent grudges were bubbling. And there were people watching Claressa's success with resentment simmering just below the surface. The first spark came quietly. A small whisper. A subtle line in a gossip blog. An unconfirmed message on a fan page saying. At first, nobody took it seriously. Athletes deal with fake rumors every week. But this one didn't go away. Kept growing, twisting, evolving. Then suddenly, new whispers began connecting the pregnancy to Papoose. If Claressa was pregnant with Papoose's baby, this wasn't just a personal matter, it was a media bomb. Because Papoose was still legally married to Remy Ma. The internet went into meltdown when a mysterious voice note surfaced. A voice believed to be Remy Ma speaking privately to someone about Claressa. The audio wasn't clear, but people instantly assumed Remy was talking about Claressa's rumored pregnancy. The clip went viral. Fan pages extracted every syllable. And before the day ended, the internet was convinced. Within hours, Clarissa's name was everywhere. Blogs, YouTube channels, gossip sites, everyone was talking. Claressa Shields stayed silent for a day. But that silence only made things worse. While the rumor was spreading like wildfire, Jada Davis, Claressa's former best friend, suddenly reappeared on social media. And she wasn't quiet about it. Jada went live and started dropping accusations left and right, claiming she had been holding back the truth for years. She said she had. Fans could not believe what they were hearing. Some thought Jada was lying for attention. Others believed every word. But the drama escalated when Jada suggested that Remy Ma wasn't lying, that she knew about Claressa's pregnancy before anyone else because the inner circle had been talking. After staying silent long enough, Claressa finally cracked. She went live and her frustration was clear. She said, "I've never gone viral for boxing, my own sport, but now I'm viral for lies? For drama? For things that aren't even true?" She denied being pregnant. She denied ending a pregnancy. She denied hiding anything. And she said if she was ever expecting, she would announce it proudly, just like she proudly announced her relationship with Papoose. Several sources claimed that Claressa requested a phone conversation with Remy Ma. Others said she tried to meet in person. And some say Papoose was dragged into the middle, forced to negotiate peace between two women who wanted answers, and maybe a fight. Rumors say Claressa wanted to confront Remy directly about the leaked pregnancy rumor. But people close to Claressa say her tone was aggressive, defensive, and dismissive, almost like she was hiding something. When Claressa finally confronted Remy, the exchange reportedly went something like this: "Why would you speak on me? Why would you let something so personal get out? Why is my name coming up in conversations with people who shouldn't know anything about my life? I didn't leak anything. Don't put that on me. Whatever's going on in your life came from your circle, not mine. My circle wasn't talking about me being pregnant. Someone wanted this out. Someone wanted to damage my name." The conversation got heated. Voices raised. Someone hung up. And by the next day, both women unfollowed each other. Claressa's team issued a cease and desist to Jada Davis, trying to silence her accusations. But Jada only became angrier. She went live again and called Claressa. She said Claressa wanted to silence everyone, from podcasts to bloggers, and that she used her influence to intimidate people. "I don't care about your legal team. I'm not deleting anything. You're evil. You're controlling. You're always trying to shut people up. I'm done protecting you." This new outburst made Claressa look even worse in the public eye, because she still didn't address the pregnancy rumors directly. Instead, she only tried to discredit Jada. Once Claressa failed to address the core accusations, thousands of comments poured in. Even worse, some fans theorized that Claressa and Papoose had a deeper relationship than anyone realized. That maybe Remy's refusal to sign the divorce papers was intentional, a way of stopping Papoose from moving forward with Claressa. And her silence allowed the rumor to grow into a wildfire. People said Remy wanted to hurt Claressa emotionally. Others said she wanted to punish Papoose. Some even believed she wanted Claressa removed from the picture entirely. And the rumors about Claressa allegedly carrying Papoose's child hit her hard. Some insiders claimed Remy secretly hoped the rumor was true, because she wanted a reason to pull Papoose back into her life and guilt him for moving on. Suddenly, what started as a pregnancy rumor turned into a three-way emotional battlefield. I'm not pregnant. I didn't end a pregnancy. I didn't hide anything. I don't know who is spreading these lies, but it's sad. Amid all the chaos, some fans turned their attention toward Jada Davis. They noticed, beware, the more successful you are, the more unstable people come out of the darkness. This pushed Claressa to distance herself even more, but it was too late. Jada's accusations had already created a permanent stain. According to insiders, the confrontation between Claressa and Remy Ma did happen, and it was not pleasant. After the call, Claressa blocked Remy on Instagram. Remy unfollowed her silently. Claressa insists she's moving forward. She said she will continue fighting, literally, and the pregnancy rumor, whether true or false, will follow her for a long time.